What is up, guys? Welcome back to another cast game 1, the 1 vs 1 ranked quick search ladder. We've got a game today between Mr. Batu and Snubbkebab. The map is Pampas. Batu playing as the Swedes, spawned to the north map in the colour blue. Snub playing as the Indians, spawned down to the south map in the colour red. Batu is a solid 2k Edo player. Snubbkebab edging him slightly at 2.1k. Both fantastic, and I gotta say, Batu very well practiced in the moment. I think Snubbkebab recently coming back from a little bit of a break to play his fair share of games, and on this map in particular, you gotta look at the Indians and feel somewhat happy for them. Resources are somewhat limited, middle amounts. With double explorers and quite a lot of weak treasures and llamas around, should get some good picks, but unfortunately gives the llama here to Mr. Batu on the right side. But Snub, what does that tell him? He tells him for the rest of the llamas on the western side after free. Oh my God, Snub! What are you doing? I'm talking you up. I'm saying you are a great player. You just lost a llama to the Swedish explorer right at that point, and you said, just have another one. Have another one, Mr. Batu. You need all the assistance you can get in this game. So Batu goes, thank you very much. Deck's been picked. Checking Mr. Batu's deck. Double crates, double wood, double coin, Husk, potential cavalry, semi. In the third age has 5 Husk, no 5 hack police. No cav cards in general, just have snaplock and platoon fire. Survey lifeguards feature in the 4th age, but unfortunately, oh dear, he's got a allotment system. Ships 1 Carolean for each top you have on the map. And, well, I mean, enables swaps to be sold to recover some resources. That's not too bad. But not having Great Northern Forests, I think, is a crime against Age of Empires Free Theory. That card is super insane. It's like worth 1.5 to 2 factories on wood continuously. So, disappointing to not see that card in the deck. Will we get that far in the game, though? Probably not. But we'll have to sit with bated breath and see if we get there. Snubbkebab getting 90 wood with India in the first age. Very exciting times. 75 wood at the back of base here for Batu. Has he seen this? I think he has seen it. Yep, he has seen it. He's probably saw it at the start of the game, but just waiting. Just waiting, gathering the livestock, gathering the food treasures. Transitioning now as we speak. I always say this. I always say this. I think there's certainly a decent opportunity here to get the early market here. We've already got 100 coins sitting. We're getting the government, that's another 200 coin to play with, so we're thinking that is hunting dogs, maybe steel traps, but maybe also to buy wood. I'm also not seeing many vills move into torps at the moment. Got coin mine here, coin mine behind the base, we've got coin mine on the wide flanks. I think these are the position we're targeting for torping. Batu is still not looking to make any torps, just okay, another one torp coming down now. We also got a question if he's really committed to the torp play, because he does have 4 vills on food. Still has 200 food stockpiled. This could all be wood being gathered at this point. And could even kill the llamas underneath the torps to generate the food for those first couple of villages, really crucially as well. So he's starting to get the torp play. I think Shake would be disappointed in this Swedish gameplay. I'm not though, Batu. I'm a fan of you and... well, just, yeah, fan of you in general, but I gotta say, no, I feel Batu could be up another 2 torps at the moment if he played his cards right. Mr. Snubbkebab, we do see 1 villager forward here from him, but I think his defensive Carney Marte, yeah, look at that. So I guess it's gonna be a forward Rax. I guess the idea is if you drop a Rax on this tin mine, maybe a house in another corner, it's not like Batu can just turn up and drop torp on this at all. You kind of then by proxy zone off this silver mine for action. I'd like to see Snubbkebab actually just check to see that there is no villager on that mine before assuming that there is none. But Batu very defensive at the moment. 1 barracks in base, 1 outpost drop down behind the torps. That's all fine. You can see how with Snub this side of the map, this side becomes relatively open. There's only 1 mine here on offer for Batu. double mine in front of Indian base. You just can't swap that, unfortunately. It's too close, but it's also just too close to the barracks, too indirect fire of military shipments. It's just one of those, it will just never work. Explorer looking to do some damage to this villager, but it's just not going to work. Maybe Batu wasn't expecting this. Should pull us back. I'm not really too sure why he's going to stay here. He's hoping to keep it snared for the Caroleans to come in and actually get the pick. And okay, he's already got 5 Caroleans on the field. His torps are struggling to micro those down. Caroleans do come in, but the Gurkhas come out. Oh, the villager will go down, but the Gurkhas countering the Caroleans, and 5 of these guys with 16 attack, more damage than a Dutch skirmisher will one-shot a Carolean. It's always a fun one, but 5 skirms do also one-shot a British musketeer before upgrades. It always feels so nice when you have that perfect damage cap. The Caroleans get out of the way, 2, 3 go down, but they do pick up a villager in transition. As trades go, Snub will be very happy with that one. The torps are finally put down. Interesting to see whether Batu will kill the raiders underneath the torps for the food gathering or try and preserve the hunt as much as possible. Llamas are still slowly fattening. Llamas fatten the fastest off a livestock pen of any unit class or animal herdable. From his pure Caroleans here versus hybrid Sepoy Gurkha. Not quite going to work. Will need to call in the leather cannons to try and assist. I think that will be his next card. Batu, 2 leather cannons. It's quite awkward that he won't be able to get in Engelberg Ironworks, but with India making units in the field, you kind of have to commit to making some sort of defensive play. Does go for the Engelberg Ironworks. It really does depend how aggressive Snubbkebab actually is going to go here. He's getting another 4 batch of sepoys. He's gone for the Ottoman consulates. This could be villagers. It is going to be villagers. It could have also been straight into 6 ASAPs here for the extra siege on the torps. Still can go for ASAPs afterwards, and I think that might be a decent shout. They kind of act as like pseudo pikemen. Respectable siege. Caroleans come for the charge, but don't quite get in range of Gurkhas. And some really good unit control here from Snubbkebab. Takes off 2 Caroleans and keeps all those Gurkhas alive. Could heal them up with the Explorer, but you can see how the 2 Indian monks want to get in. They want to see what's going on. And that's Settler. Pardon me. Just about survives. TC killed that low HP Gurkha. If that Gurkha was still alive, that would have been another dead villager. And he asks, is Blueberries bad now? Yes, is the consensus, only because you don't have tempo to kind of send in Blueberries. We see that Batu doesn't have Blueberries in his deck. To go for Blueberries, you kind of want to do like a TP opening, 1 torp starts. But I think market 1 torps is good. Most players are doing 2 torp start, which I think works really well on livestock maps when you've got more potential for gathering of dead hunts underneath your in your base. That kind of idea. But Blueberries, it replaces your existing berry bushes, which is actually really good if you've still got your level 1 berry bushes remaining, and going to recharge them to full berries. But if your torp has fully expired of berries, you don't get new blueberry bushes. And overall, it's just a bit. It doesn't quite give what you expected. Nice fight though. Caroleans engaging on the Sours. Sours with the play here is not an ideal play here from India. No bonuses versus Caroleans. They are heavy infantry, and the leathers there doing the damage he needs behind onto the Gurkhas and Sepoys. Charging to try and commit to the Gurkhas. The Sepoys get into the melee to snare the Caroleans, but Caroleans masters in the melee combat, more attack. And then the Caroleans, the Gurkhas are getting some good damage, I've got to say. I think Snubbkebab is a little bit outmassed here. He's only got the 1 Rax. Second one being thrown up. Yeah, second one being thrown up at the moment. He's thinking, oh my god, I need units. And now sending the 5 Sepoys. If those 4 Sours with 5 Sepoys, we've gone slightly better. You can see he's trying to train Gurkhas from a forward position. We'll get some picks though. It's still pretty decent. Just needs to make sure that his next barracks will continue to train units, and we'll need to look into another barracks pretty quickly. Stable might not actually be too bad to go for a Delhi Gurkha composition. And just look at the micro here from Snubbkebab. He's working really hard to try and get the maximum value. And if he continues to go down, it's not the end of the world. He's dragged the army away. Yes, there's six Caroleans charging in, but into double barracks. They will get picked off by a double batch of Gurkhas. And these Gurkhas have kept these guys away and just going to run to the edge of the map. That is some peak gameplay. I love that. It's so toxic and annoying, but it worked. It's kept India feeling relatively safe in this game. And from a bit of a disaster on the military field to now actually the population is climbing. He's, 35 vills. Okay, 18 are idle. He needs to do something about that pretty quickly. But let's look at Batu. He's 29 vills. He does have decent torps. Now sending in 600 wood. I'm sure he'll get some more torps out behind. The room lots do come out. They will cut down the Caroleans, but the more Carols will come behind. That will push this Huss away. But from a moment of Batu looking to kind of dominate Snubbkebab with some really impressive Gurkha micro. I saw one of Lion's videos recently got a huge number of views with a thumbnail title going, "Best Janissary micro you've ever seen?" ? So maybe today's video will be sponsored by the ideas of Lionheart and be like, "Oh, best Gurkha micro ? Shocked face, smiley. Oh, the Gurkha's still alive! You little stalemated from the shadows." The man in the black suit. That feels dead. He's not going to pull that back. He's too busy trying to deal with actual stuff here to realise maybe he's just thinking explorer. It's going to be close. No, one more shot. One more shot. Oh, it's just our lines. Oh, he got down! It's only one vill, I know, but that's so funny. I love that. Back my zone off. Forward mine being tackled, but Snubbkebab will have to retreat. I think he's seen the leather cannons. He does now. He's going to run age up here from Snubbkebab. That's risky. I'm not going to use the phrase greedy. I think that's the incorrect statement here. It's risky, but you can see what he's trying to do. He's looking for maybe Urumi swordsmen. He's maybe looking for siege elephants to deal with the arranged artillery here, the leather cannons, quite happily. Gonna look for maybe like Brick Consulate Musks. He does have the intervention ability or card in deck if he wants to. Vet Gurkha, extra range, extra damage, extra HP, all the good stuff you want versus Sweden. Stepping off the gas a little bit. Is this actually playing to Sweden's hands though? You see Coin comes in, all of it is now gathering on the berries and hunts, feeling not that stuffed up in their base. And it's interesting how these like small maps like Pampas actually provide somewhat interesting gameplay for the different dynamic they produce. See, Batu doesn't really have the... Oh, he knows this hunt exists, right? Oh my god, he doesn't even know there's a big hunt behind his base. That is brutal. You have to scout behind your base every map. It's so... The amount of times we see players not realise there's a back hunt, and even Snubbkebab sees this deer. Mahout's on the field. Problem is the double 4 barracks thrown up in haste earlier is actually on the front line and prime candidates to get taken down by this Carolean army. It might be worth just to commit the Mahout earlier just to try and protect the barracks. You do not want to lose this down, especially with the veteran sepoy tech being researched. Okay. Why have you gone for distant sepoys over Gurkhas? I think he's pressed the wrong button. I swear I heard Vills going down there, but I don't quite know where they were. Don't think they were forward. Brick Consulate does come in. Siege Elephants will push out, or get sent in now, and he's going to look to push out with the Disciplined Sepoys. 229 HP on the Brick Consulate now. So much more than the Caroleans, and the very good support here from the Gurkha. Siege Elephants should pick these leather cannons off. Also, he's going to siege the torps. He wants to hide the cannons as much as possible, because as soon as Batu sees this, he's going, yeah, I'm not going to get involved with that. And yeah, he's not going to get involved with that. That is the right play there from Batu. Absolutely. Oh, he's still looking for it, though. The levers survive a siege elephant shot. That surprised me. I thought it might have been a one-shot situation. Mahout moves in to try and snare the army. We do see One lever comes down. Both levers now. One-shot kill on the siege elephant. Split fire incoming. Target acquired. Fox 2. The lever cannons are down. Discipline Sepoy. Gurkha's behind this. XP should help India. We do see Mansdar Sepoy with more Sepoys coming behind. Siege elephant still up to siege torps, but Batu is in the next age as well. So the game still rumbles on. He's secured that forward barracks position. It's going to be another torp location. These mines are... This is quite unfortunate. Might be tempting to torp this, actually. You could probably squeeze a torp right there. Just about get that on the coin mine and the trees. I'd also say definitely torp these trees. A lot of people forget that you can torp trees, and it's not as good as a coin mine, but still 0.25 wood per second is not bad in the grand scheme of things. Also, torping the edges of the mine, really awkward here. Trying to torp the corners because you've got this berry bush really blocking your ability to throw down another torp there. It's really poor placement. Caroleans have moved back. The Jaegers have come out here from Batu, and card 1 Jaegers is something you don't often see. But Snubbkebab does see the Jaegers with the long line of sight. That's really nice there from Snub to kind of guide his Sepoys to go, oh shit, we need to run. Jaegers counter this entire army. Nothing here beats the Jaegers, not even the Gurkhas. And you can see he's trying to hightail it back, and there really isn't anything here to stand up to Jaegers. Look at the amount of wood. Snubbkebab stacking it. Is he looking for a Mahout switch? I hope for his sake he is thinking of making some sort of Mahout switch here. Would work really nicely for his economy that he has right now, but he's got to do something now because the Jaeger Carolean is coming in as we speak, and there still really isn't a good plan to deal with this. Maybe just mass Sepoys and just Z move, but it's just the Jaeger. It's just so in your mind. You it really is in your face. Siege elephants trying to do some siege attack to bypass their range resist. Any little damage here, chip, really helps. And another Jaeger goes flying, but you can see actually they're just working through the Carolean, the Gurkhas as if they're nothing. And he's actually going to go in for the fight here before the Gurkha reinforcements. This is preemptive from Snubbkebab. You've got, why are we fighting right now? We've got a good eco, we've got good shipments, another temper coming behind. Caroleans in their charge formation. And yes, the Caroleans are going for the front. They're taking the full brunt of this, but Caroleans go bruh, and the Gurkhas and melees, they're going to get cut down pretty quickly. Gurkhas having to work nice behind on the Caroleans, but the Jaegers are still standing. TC will come up, and that will be the forward spawn point for the 8 Gurkha shipment. Minutemen available. Minutemen being called actually straight away. Now that the Caroleans are down, in come the Elephant Explorers. And I've got to say, as a fight went there, and really well for Snub, I was expecting a little bit more there from Batu's army. Not saying that Batu didn't make the most of his army, but I was hoping that the Jaegers would have done a little bit more work in that fight. The fact that Snubbkebab has still got his area, he's got another TC up, producing more villagers, XP from that fight, driving those shipments, as is Mansdar, disciplined Gurkha on the field.
Yes.
Sepoys from intervention is going to come up. I have no idea how this is damaged. Is this petards? British petards? No, he hasn't got enough export for British petards as well as redcoats. And yeah, he hasn't sent intervention. No Falcons are coming from Batuan because of the 2 siege elephants denying that play. And unless he's going to make more Jaegers, losing Jaegers is just too brutal. I guess he's kind of stuck into going Huss. That would be the play from Batu to kind of add in Hussars. I don't think he will. Oh, I say that. I beat him to it by about 5 seconds. Stable comes down. And those reinforcement Caroleans, it's going to get diced apart by the Gurkhas. That's unfortunate. But then again, the redcoats could see the Carolean army. And these Gurkhas were safe knowing that most of the army was elsewhere. 5 Hussars will be a bit risky right now. Not too many Sepoys around. Did Snub see a stable? Has he seen a stable? No, he hasn't. But he's doing double batch. Sepoys behind this and does have a double batch Sepoy crossing the map already. Elephant Explorer's looking pretty healthy. Yeah, in total 19 disciplined Sepoys. Yeah, we'll need veterancy on those Hussars for that charge to work in there from Batu. Will come in behind this. The siege elephants are still working. Can we just appreciate this game how good Snubbkebab's unit micro has been? And one of the ways players reach higher ranks is making the most of every military unit they have in the field. And these siege elephants have been impeccable. Stayed away from the army, continuously adding damage, value. Carolean's going to charge. Sepoys into melee mode as well. We've got more Sepoys coming, but this is going to be a fight that Sweden's going to do super well in behind. Would it be enough for the game? I'm not quite sure. The eco from India is pretty good, but that Sepoy line has melted. But they're reinforcing Sepoys just enough to cut through the Hussars. And that's really awkward, actually, though, because now the Gurkhas are not going to get killed. They're going to focus on the Caroleans. I'm going to kill down the Caroleans as we speak behind. What a game. I enjoyed that. Snubbkebab taking the victory over Batu. Batu playing Swedes on a map, which, you know, is not very Sweden favoured. In a matchup, they would say, yeah, no, not very Sweden favoured. But as the game went, that was back and forth, and that was close. The only difference between these two players was Snub's unit micro there. I really enjoyed that. I thought that was some good control. Batu pushed out earlier, and Snub was down to basically 0 barracks. Just had to throw it up back at base to recover, but a good... some good fighting managed to claw him back into it. I think Batu having this map position of, and also some of his torp angle positions, of putting these torps on the edges of the mines instead of the corners, has really hurt his ability to get as many torps on. Okay, this one you can only get 3 on anyway, but over here, really struggled to kind of get extra torps in. You know, tried to rotate the building to try and, you know, see how the rotated buildings rotates where that berry bush spawns, and try and get that out of the way if he wanted to. Close one. Let's look at the military population. I think that's going to be the deciding factor. Villagers, the Ottoman Constantvilles get in. Kind of get punished. I'm surprised we didn't see the Azaps out in the field to try and help on this torp control military population. That fight there early on. Batu coming in on the charge. Picks up many of the Gurkhas. Army population drops behind, but the reinforcements was enough to salvage control. Then double batch from the barracks, and then Hussars as well. Enough to kind of bring back the situation. Did go for 5 Sepoys as a follow-up shipment as well. Ages up. Takes an early fight with some Gurkhas, some Sepoys. Upgrades to Discipline Sepoy, but didn't really have that many Sepoys behind. First shipment was the Siege Elephants, and that pushed Batu away. Batu aged up behind that, but was essentially unable to go Falconets as a result. When Jaegers was to play, if Batu squeezed in another 5 Jaegers there, it would have been very tough for Snubbkebab to deal with, and that would have been it. But Batu, unfortunately, it couldn't quite hold on, and that fight looked promising, but the reinforcements too strong there from Snubbkebab, and India takes the game. And we'll leave it like that. What a good game. See you guys in the next one.